So now that you know how to purchase a brand new domain and easily find those types of domains that actually make sense, pronounceable, brandable, and spellable, now I want to teach you how to purchase what's called an expired domain or a deleted domain. Now the reason you'll want to look for these types of domains is a lot of the times someone has a really good domain name that they may have registered a long time ago, and then they simply forget about it, as in not pay for it. And then what happens is the registrar will actually just simply drop it, allowing you to look up recently deleted domains and pick them up. And all you have to do is register them. You don't have to pay a commission. You don't have to do any of that. So it's a very easy way to build up a good portfolio of domains very cheaply. So to do that, one of the websites I use is expireddomains.net. Now, this is a free solution, but it does go offline quite a bit, so just take note of that. But the website looks like this when you go to its homepage, and what you'll want to do here is scroll down to domain lists, and what I usually do is I click on this deleted.com's domains right here. Now this will only show recently deleted domains that are .coms, and then it'll give you a list of domains that is easily sortable just by a table. And it shows this is updated every 24 hours. It's available over here, and it's not always correct. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of random domains with letters and dashes and all that stuff, and obviously those aren't going to be sold very easily. So what I like to do is I click on the show filter right here, and I'll show you my exact settings of what I do to actually find these domains. So what I usually do is I'll click on only show what I usually do is I click only new last 24 hours right here. I don't worry about PR or anything because I'm not trying to actually use these domains for SEO. I'm just trying to simply sell them, resell them. So what I'll do is I say no numbers and no hyphens. And I usually set the max length to 10. Sometimes I'll start lower, say like 7 or 8, and then I'll move all the way up to 12 depending if I find anything or not. So now we'll go ahead and click apply, and it'll update. And now what you want to do is sort by ABY. Now what this is the original birth year of the domain. And so usually older domains are usually better. So we just sorted, and now we can see that this domain was originally registered in 1996, which is pretty old. So now what I do is, by sorting through that, I'll just go through these domains and look for anything that makes sense, that's pronounceable, brandable, and a .com. I usually skip anything that's adult, and I just look for anything that's really go after something that's for businesses, and I like to avoid anything that is trademarked, but I go for things that are potentially brandable. So for example, even if applecomputer.com was available, I would skip it. Most people would buy it because they say, oh, this is a great domain name. Well, what would happen is Apple's lawyers would cease and desist you so quickly that you would lose that money on that domain and you'd be forced to just use your time sending it to them. So it's totally pointless to purchase anything that's actually trademarked or anything like that. So basically just go through this entire list and find any domains that would be easy to actually resell. Now take note, there is a lot of adult domains because people register those all the time and then they drop them because they don't know what to do with them. If you do want to go for adult domains, you can make some money from them, but honestly, a lot of times they're burned out in Google, meaning they're not indexable, and normally they have a bad reputation online because people spam with them, and sometimes they're just difficult to sell because of that. But something like this, for example, though, if this wasn't a trademarked term, then I might pick this up because potentially this could be a business that, had press releases and all sorts of stuff, and it may already have some value, so why I would do that is perhaps I couldn't actually sell the domain. Well, I could go ahead and throw up a website and I could actually get it to rank as a backup. So instead of just going through this entire list and showing you all these domains, I'll show you another way to quickly sort through domains and find ways to purchase domains. So in this contain box, this middle one, what this does is it's basically a search it allows you to search for domains that have certain words anywhere in the domain. Now, if you want the name to be in front of the domain, as in the very beginning of the domain, you put the word here. Also, you can do that the same with ends with. So for example, a good domain name would be anything with like debt or insurance, education, lawyers, dentists, anything that is high value type domains, you're going to want to take a look at. So for example, if we do debt, for example, there's not going to be anything available. So we could just keep going. If we do insurance, for example, okay, there's nothing there. Perhaps we do drone. Drones are pretty popular right now. There's nothing there. So it's very quick to look through everything. And this is actually how I found skillhd.com in the first place, which is a very rare domain name because it's skill, and then it also is just 2 letters after that. So it was a great purchase, and I did it exactly with this process.